evidence. No pain, no free evidence. No pain.
Seeing this video makes me so happy, and you might be saying, why? Why would you be happy that a leftist teacher union is going around protesting wearing keffiyehs nonetheless? And it's because it vindicates me. It vindicates so much of what me and my friends went through at this absolute clown school that thank God we all graduated from now, because it was rough. The professors over there are so radicalized that it's not even funny, and the administration at the very least was complicit in it, if not actively contributing to it, at least in my opinion, based off of my own experiences. My friends and I literally started keeping a Google document that reached over 10 pages of all the incidents that we had over there as a result of these terrorist sympathizing staff that now they're having to deal with. You know what? You reap what you sow. These are just a few small examples of what we experienced in our short time over there. Starting off strong with a man came up and tried to threaten to kill one of my friends. Yeah, he was setting up a peaceful October 7th memorial in which it was just little Israeli flags, one for each victim, in the shape of a Star of David, minding his own business, not saying a word to anybody. A student came up to him, said, if this shit is still here when I get back from the gym, I'm shooting it up. He got arrested. The Orlando DA, because they're so liberal, decided to drop the charges against him. And then not only did UCF refuse to expel him, but they actually accepted him into their doctorate program, so that's wonderful. He's still a student there, by the way, if you're wondering. On October 9th, 2023, the Palestinian Student Association was allowed to set up a table at the student union, handing out cupcakes with a banner that quite literally had Hamas on it, actively celebrating what had just taken place. We also saw things like the Young Democratic Socialist Club over there have meetings in which they said violence against Israelis is necessary. When this was reported to the school from me and one of my friends that went there to see what was being said, the school tried to say, well, we shouldn't have attended the meeting if we didn't want to hear it because they have the right to free speech. This is also what they used in order to try to justify the pro-Palestine posters that were super glued all over the school, right? They have the right to free speech. But when we hung up hostage flyers, they called the cops on us. They were immediately removed, and then we had to go to a disciplinary hearing. This is just absolutely ludicrous, right? They could remove our flyers within 24 hours, and then when we reported the pro-Palestine flyers, they tried to tell us that there were new rules in place so that they could pretty much hang theirs up. Eventually, after things were threatened, they did eventually remove them over 6 months later. This is just one example of their very clear bias in those situations. The list goes on and on and on, including an Arab professor who told my friend that Jews just complain and that Hebrew is an uncivilized language. She was reported, and what did the school do? Absolutely fuck all. I wish I could tell you more about it. Maybe I'll make a longer video on it, but I am so happy to see them getting exactly what they deserve.